Hey everybody, it's Martha. Welcome to my Shabby Craft Studio. We're going to work on my book today. The first prompt for the Journal to Inspire was to take a greeting card and alter it. So I started it and I took a Christmas card and I collaged on it inside the back cover and the front cover inside and out. And then I put some pages in it to journal in, because why not? Can't ever have enough journaling space, right? Now that's already filled my book quite a bit. So I'm going to have to be careful with not doing that again. But I thought it was fun. And this is the flap to the CD cover here. And I opened the side of the CD cover, but I haven't done anything with the CD cover. And there is a pocket here. And so I need to make a tag of some sort for this. And I need to make a tag to go in here. And I had a couple of other ideas too, so I'm not sure if they will come to fruition. But I also want to put like a focal point on the front here. I don't really have anything there, and I have not pre-thought this out. So I'm just flying by the seat of my pants like I did with the actual cover. First prompt. I just 5 minutes before I was going to do it, and you know, I know what the prompts are, but I did not pre-plan anything, trust me. So if you haven't watched that video, you can tell quite easily. So I need to find something as a focal point on the front here. And I also need to make some sort of tag for, at least for this, and maybe decorate the outside of it. So I have a whole file folder here. I love these vinyl envelopes. They are a lifesaver for me. I use these, and then I use a lot of these clear pencil cases, which I got from Walmart at their back to school sale. And or not back to school sale, but you know what I'm saying, they're back to school supplies. So let's see, I think I know. I don't know what I want on the front. I'm struggling because I have not done the front cover yet either. I'm not really, my theme seems to be grunge. And then I go into tea-dyed and all that. And then I use some of mine and some of Tracy Fox's digitals here. This is a jelly plate I did. So yeah, I seem to be a little on the grunge side, but you know, if you've watched me, you know I love nature theme. Grungy nature theme, I guess you could call it. So that, but I don't feel like that goes. So that's going in there. So this might be long or slow or whatever video, possibly. So, you know, just bear with me. But I want to make more videos, and I want to be able to, sorry, when I'm thinking, I can't seem to talk. So, you know, there's that. Let's see. I wanted to come on, I want to make more videos, period. Just period. I just want to make more videos. And I shy away from it because I do struggle with content. I struggle with what to say and what to do. But what I've noticed is that it's okay to just get on and do whatever you planned on doing that day. don't like that. Don't think that's the direction I want to go. Anyways, okay. So we're going to put that back. And this is just something I messed around with when I started doing, when I started trying to do digitals. I wasn't, it was just some stuff from Graphics Fairy that I messed with because I didn't know what I was doing. So, and I think I might have done this to see if I liked it with my Summer Song digital that I did. I do have a digital kit that is called Summer Song. That's way too big. I'm gonna have to tear it down a little more. It definitely needs something else though. It's too busy, too something. It's too something. So I'm in a weird mood today because I went to sleep at pretty late. It was like after 11, and for me that's quite late. Not thrilled. Let me pull something else out. And so that definitely allows it to, but I want to pull something else out too. So I went to sleep very late, woke up very early. I woke up at 4:15, and I am digging through my folder here to see if I can find, goodness gracious, Martha, pull it together. If I can find some things that I think I want. I don't know if I want these or not. All right. I have a lot of things here I could use, so I'm going to pull them out. Because I'm a hoarder and I don't use the things I have. Greedy. Maybe this will work. So I'm in a weird mood because when I fall back asleep, which is what I did, I tend to be quite sort of out of sorts the rest of the day. So ask me why I fall back asleep. No clue. Sorry, no clue. No clue. All right, we're just gonna tear this because obviously it's way too much to work with. So I feel like that's the busy part. Yeah, I'm getting there. So this paper was a mop-up piece. I don't know if you can see that. When Tony was doing some marbling, I'm like, here, throw this in there. I'll use it. So then he throws it in the trash. No! I said I would use it. He's like, there's nothing on it. I don't care. It's brown. It's crunchy. There's a little purple on it. I like it. I'm going to use it. Now, why did I do all that collage? Well, you know, that's the way it goes. You do collage and then you cover it up. Now, see, I feel like that bird stands out a lot more there. And I want the shape to be different. And that's layering, folks, right? Okay. I could fussy cut that, but I kind of like the music behind it. I'm going to go with that. Or, am I going to change my mind? Oh, I like that there. I really like that there. Okay, well, the bird's going inside. I'm leaving the cover like that for the moment, I think. Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to fussy cut here. So, yeah. So, there's that. But the other things I wanted to talk about are, there's a lot of people out there doing group things right now. And when Carol at Free Spirit Arts, hi Carol, when she and I talked about doing this collaboration, we talked since last year, we did a little collaboration on a giveaway. And we said, what are we going to do next year? So we had talked about doing something at the beginning of this year, but she was in the throes of selling her house, buying a new house, moving, packing up and all that good stuff, and moving. And so, we had to wait until she was settled, and she settled really fast. I can't believe how fast you settled, Carol. Honest to goodness. I like that. I think I'm going to ink it, though. So, yeah, I still can't believe how fast she settled. Did I say that already? Yes, you did. So, it's pretty cool to collaborate with other people. And as you might know, there's a collaboration going on between that Joey DeFee started. That includes Gail Gustinelli and Rachel and Andrea and 49 Dragonflies and a few others. So I had no clue she was doing that collaboration or that those people were involved. And that's wonderful. But one of our goals, Carol and I both want to help smaller channels grow. So part of the Journal to Inspire project was for that. Some of the people that are doing the Journal to Inspire project are not on Facebook, or they don't do YouTube channels, which is fine. That's all good. It's not a requirement. We aren't in it to try and grow ourselves. The reason we called it the Journal to Inspire project is because we just want to inspire people. That's the simple goal. And I cannot tell you look how perfect that is. And I didn't tear those two together. I really like that. Okay. I have a little symbol that I used in my, of course now I can't find it. I put it somewhere. Where'd I put it? Oh, I don't remember. My little hanging, my little bird, and it has the word inspire on it. So, for me, that is a real thing. It feels so good if somebody says that I've inspired them to do something. It's like I almost feel guilty taking pleasure from that. And I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't feel guilty. But, it's such a joy to feel that you have helped someone possibly through a tough time of, oh my goodness gracious, of being stuck, of being stalled, of, not being able to create. Who in this group has ever been through that? I think we all probably have. And for me, anytime someone says, I love what you did, you've inspired me to try it, and then they put their own twist on it. I mean, there is no better compliment than to have someone find something they like that you did and then they make it their own. And there are people who have taken this prompt for this journal to get it on right, Martha. Journal to Inspire project. And this is not a challenge. We're not, the only thing we're challenging is for you to challenge yourself. That's our main goal, is for you to challenge yourself and feel inspired about what you're doing. So we really, really, really just want you to understand that it's all about feeling good about yourself. I mean, there are so many people out there knocking other people down, and there's so much negativity in the world, especially right now. And all Carol and I want is to have everybody feel lifted up, to feel like they can make things, they can move forward from 2020, they can keep going, they can create, and they can feel good about themselves. And trust me, we all struggle with feeling good about ourselves, especially when we create. Artists are the people that struggle. You ever heard the struggling artist? Yeah, well, there's a reason. There's a reason that artists are called struggling artists. And I feel my definition of an artist is not just a painter or someone who draws. For me, an artist is anyone who creates anything out of any form. Someone who makes snowflakes out of paper is an artist, because you have to feel what you're doing. And, you know, it's just not something that comes easily to some people. I mean, I have to prompt Tony all the time for the things that he's learning to do. And my husband is not someone who feels like he can, you like that? He wants me to tell him what to do and at least explain to him how you get there, and then he runs on it with it on his own. Now, that being said, sometimes there are certain things you do have to follow in order to, since I don't know if that's right side up or upside down, I'm going to maybe, that being said, there are certain ways you have to do certain things. Like if you're doing marbling, there's a certain chemical reaction that happens that you really do have to follow. So, yeah, there are things that if he goes off on his own and then he gets mad that it didn't come out the right way, I can't help him. You know, you didn't do it the way I told you to, honey. There's a reason it's got to be this way. It's just like mixing colors. He doesn't know anything about the color wheel. He knows music theory, but he doesn't know color theory. Now, I did not go to school for being an artist. I did not go to school and learn color theory. However, I have done many, many crafts over the years that did reference color theory and teach me that there is such a thing. I like that bit of sparkle. So I know what it is. I don't do things to be really technical. I don't want my art to be complicated. I want to be a simple artist. And so I have not put a lot of work into the study of art. However, from the time I was a child, I really did want to create with whatever I had and however I could. I made candles, I did macrame, I embroidered on my jeans, teenager of the 70s. And so I was always creating something. I would take, I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, or a recent previous video, I should say, how I didn't have a lot growing up. And so for me, just making my own purse, I would sit in my room for hours hand stitching little teeny tiny stitches. I could not tell you where I learned to do that. I have no idea. I mean, there was no internet. My mother sewed, but she sewed on a sewing machine. How did I know to make these little tiny stitches to make the purse be strong enough to hold what I wanted to carry? I have no clue. So for me, I feel like it was very intuitive and it came naturally to me. And, you know, so it's one of those things that, that I feel was just something that I was meant to do. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Who's to explain that? You know? I want that. I think I like it over there. I have to find some other things. Not brown paper. Gotta get away from the brown paper, Martha. Get a step away from the brown paper. All right. So, Tony has been a very busy boy. Woo! Almost fell over when I stood up. I think. Let's see. That's going to be hard to do. All right. You step aside. Find something else. Okay. No. Boy, I am struggling today. See, we all struggle, but I'm not giving up. And I don't give up because it's just not in my nature to give up. To, you know, just say, well, this isn't working. I'm going to turn the camera off. Nope, not in my nature. I am a stubborn girl. And I will tell you that has gotten me far in life, because if I weren't a stubborn girl, there are a lot of things I would not have survived. So, trying to figure out which side of this I like the best. And so I embrace my stubbornness. I embrace my bluntness. I've been told I'm brutally honest. But it's just the way I am. It's not to hurt people. Honestly, it isn't. I guess maybe I need to grow a filter, but it's too late now. That ain't gonna happen. All right. And so this is the piece that goes there. Yeah. So anywho, someone mentioned in a video that they were struggling with whether to give something up that they've enjoyed doing. And I wanted to talk today about that as well. What I learned is that there is a season for everything. I have gone through many whole bunches of phases of things that I have done with my creativity. As I said, as a kid, I did a lot of I really like this paper, so I'm using it. I did a lot of crafts. I made candles. I macrame'd. I made wall hangings. I sewed. I embroidered. Like I said, I had a lot of, for not having many resources, and a lot of the stuff got done in school. I learned how to make batik in 6th grade. Our teacher, and at the time, we did not go from class to class. Our one teacher, our sixth grade teacher, I was 11, 12. She taught us all kinds of things. I learned to weave a basket. I learned to do batik with wax resist. I mean, let me tell you, why I haven't picked that up and done that, I have no clue. Because I actually was very enamored by that. It was a very cool process. And so, let's see, I don't think I have anything else in this little. That is very busy. But that's okay. Ooh, straw paper. Put some plain gold straw paper up there. So, then, you know, I got married at 19, had kids, you know, helped them with whatever projects they had to do. My daughter never did learn to sew properly. She hated home ec. She hated home ec. I did all her projects for her as far as things that she had to make and stuff, because she would have flunked, and she was a straight A student and everything else. When it came to brains, she had it all. When it came to actually doing stuff, she hated it. So it's not that she wasn't good at it. She can be creative now, but she just doesn't. She just doesn't. It's like, nope, don't have time for that. Okay. So something over here, because I want to close that up. I want to cover that up. I think I want something prettier on the back, I think, at this point in time. I have to put this page back. So, ow. I'm going to pull out the big envelope again. Now, I did think I want to put, that was used. Okay. I'm going to cut it and tear it. Okay, so back to the person that was struggling. So this person said that she was struggling to give something up that she felt a little guilty giving it up. And honestly, there's no reason to feel guilty when you've done something. Let's say it's volunteering, or you have a part-time job, or you are helping somebody do something, and you're kind of like ready to move on from that project. When that happens, you do not feel guilty about it. There's my birdie. See, I hung it up. See, it says inspire, create, and believe. And I have always wanted to inspire. I've always wanted to create. Believing in myself, it's been tough. It's been really, really tough, because I based whether I was successful or not on other people. And that, my friends, is a huge mistake. Very huge mistake. Never, ever, ever base your success on anybody else, ever. And so for me, trusting in myself, believing in myself, it's been a long, long time coming. Very, very long time coming. So, now And I still struggle with it because if you remember, when I started this video, I said I wasn't sure what to talk about and I wasn't sure blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So my confidence really does stink. It always has, but I'm getting better. You know why? Because I'm always working on it. So back to the conversation that I keep waylaying away from. So this friend of mine said that she was struggling because she wanted to give something up and she felt guilty. Friends, there is a season for everything. And when it's time to move on, when you're not finding joy in that thing anymore, or it becomes work, or it becomes a struggle, or there's just other things you need to move on to for your own sake, you need to just move on. Call it a day. Say you did your best, you had fun, or you enjoyed it, or you helped as long as you could, and say goodbye. Close that chapter in your life, because there is nothing that you're giving of yourself if you continue and you either don't like it, you resent it, you're struggling with it, whatever the case may be. It's not worth it. It just is not worth it anymore to, well, doesn't that go nicely? To push it and push it and push it and keep doing it if that's not what you want to do anymore. It just is not worth it. So just walk away. It's okay. You don't have to keep doing something when you've put your all into it already and you're done with it. When you're done, know that you are done and walk away. I don't think that's my mark. I think that's my mark. Oy. It's okay. Don't feel guilty. You just don't have to feel guilty. I think it's in the middle of that thing. Okay. Let's see. Nope. I'm over here on the side because I'm not ready to move my cutting board yet. I think I cut it a little wonky donkey. Okay. Ooh, I have not eaten breakfast yet, so if you heard that, I greatly apologize. My tummy's saying, hey lady, now doesn't feed me. I like that. And it goes with this over here. So, yes, that's my philosophy, and I just felt like I wanted to share that with you. And I hope that that inspires you in whatever way it's meant to. If you're listening to this and you're watching this and that helps you, then I am glad. I am glad that it helped you, because believing that myself has helped me through a lot of things. I used to volunteer at the hospital with my dog, and we did it for about 3 years, and he was a star. But it got to the point, and I'm not sure if it was him or me or both of us, but it got to the point where, when it was time to go, he would sort of drag his feet and not really want to get in the car. And I would drag my feet, and I really did not want to get in the car. I love this. It's simple. I'm thinking. And so it got to the point where I would get really, really hot in the hospital. I had to hold Evan because he wasn't a big enough dog to stand at the side of the bed, and we weren't allowed to put him on the bed. So, yeah, it became, he was getting hot. I was getting hot, especially in summer. It wasn't, you know, there were a lot of older people and sick people, and they wanted the heat on, or they didn't want the air conditioner on in the summer in the hospital. And it got to the point where it was a struggle for both of us. And we we stopped enjoying it. So we stopped going. We just didn't want to go anymore. And that's okay. That's perfectly all right to not go anymore. Yay. I am struggling here because I don't know what I want to put there, but I want to put something on top. I'm just not sure what. Maybe I have, oh my goodness gracious me, I have a lot of things. There's some words over here. Oops. That needs to be put away in the proper place. I've done a lot of stamping of words, and oh, I like that. Yes, please. So I think I'm going to put, do I want it at the bottom? Do I want it at the top? I think I want it at the top. I think I'm going to put a little bit of ink, but I'm going to go against the grain here. Peeled paint. Oh yeah, that's going to make it look pretty. But when it was time to stop going to the hospital with Evan, I knew it. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And if I couldn't give of myself in the way I needed to, and Evan wasn't giving of himself, he'd come home exhausted, I knew we were done with that chapter. And as sad as it made me, I knew it was the right thing to do, was to give it up. Jobs. I've had jobs. I've had volunteer work. And at some point, you have to move on. It's just one of those things that you just have to move on. You know, it just makes no sense to keep doing it if it's not a pleasure. And like I said, if you're not giving of yourself wholly, 100%, because you're not happy to be there or you're struggling, then give it up. So if that helps one person, I'm happy with that. I am happy that it might have helped one person. If that philosophy works for you. So I want to put something here. I am just making this thing so thick at this point. Not good. It's not good. Not good at all. Oh, Martha. So I'm trying to find something thin. I better leave it alone. We have a lot more to do in these books. And this is getting, I mean, look. I've done one thing and I'm already a gator mouth. All right, so there's my finished off card. And I think what I'll do is, we have some more prompts coming up that will allow me to put something in there. So I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it just like that. So I hope you enjoyed coming along on this journey with me as far as finishing this off. I'm going to have to do something with that. Yeah. This is a Rachel book page and it's tearing. Let's see. What shall I do now? And like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm getting too philosophical for some people. But you know what? I've decided to be the real me. And if you've watched my last few videos, that's what I'm doing, is being the real me. So I hope that, that doesn't turn you off, because that is not my intention at all. But instead of struggling and feeling like I might be, just fumbling through things, then I'm hoping, this is so pretty, I'm hoping that this will resonate with some people. And let's face it, who doesn't struggle in January and February? I don't know. It's a tough time of year, at least for those of us, I think, in the US. Once the holidays are over and and this was a whole special kind of year, because the holidays, you may not have been able to spend time with your families. You may not have been able to spend time with your friends. I hope that holds it. I shouldn't have put these very fragile pages in the middle there. I'm going to put a little bit here too, just to help hold it in there, because it's tearing from the thread that I used to sew the signature in. So yeah, it's, and these journals, we're making these for ourselves. We're making these so that we can feel inspired. And if somewhere down the road we open this journal and we like what we've done, all we have to do is look at it and say, hey, I remember when I did that. And I remember how inspired I felt to do something, to challenge myself, to do something different, to, maybe I can use this in a future journal. Trust me when I say there is a lot of pressure that I am feeling about the prompts, and that I might not be living up to what people expect out of this project. And then I tell myself, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. All we want to do is build a community and to have people join us in making something for ourselves and to share with each other. Yep, I'm very happy with that now. All righty. All right. Well, the only other thing I want to say today is I want to start trying to, I don't want to start trying. That's not the proper way to put it. I want to do live broadcasts. Now, that being said, there are some live broadcasts that Tony and I watch because they are our viewers, and they are people that we started following back when we thought we were going to be able to travel and stuff in our RV, which we haven't been able to do much of. And we don't like their lives. We just don't like it, because they spend all their time saying hi to people and answering, like, comments and stuff like that. Now, I would answer comments. I've told Tony he's going to have to be my moderator because I don't have any, anybody else to ask. And you have to watch out for the trolls that come on and say nasty things. But I do want to start doing lives, and I would do projects, so you would see what I'm doing on screen, but it would have to be a simple project in order for me to interact with you. But I really want to start interacting with you. And what I want to ask you is, would you participate in that? Would you be interested in me doing lives? Now, lots of other people do lives, even in our community. And I probably would not necessarily do one every week unless you requested that. However, That being said, I would if you requested it, but I also don't know what kind of pressure that's going to put me under, and I don't know how I will react to that pressure. So I thought that, you know, it would be fun just to have that time to interact and get together. So if you'd be interested in me doing any lives and us talking about inspiration and helping each other, and I know Susan Taylor Brown does her lives every Wednesday. It's afternoon here when she does it. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time when she starts it. So I would have to choose a different day because I do participate with Susan because she is really building a fun community and it's growing and there's always interesting conversation there. And that's basically what I'd like to do too with the community here on our channel. So let me know. Let me know if you'd be interested, or if no, you just tune out to lives because they're boring or they drone on or whatever. Because some of the ones I've watched, not Susan's, but some of the ones I've watched really do go on for a very long time. And, you know, hopefully I will grow and be able to offer more in the way of, you know, interaction. So let me know in the comments below. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or it meant anything to you. Please do comment. I appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it doesn't cost you anything. And I'd really appreciate growing my subscribers. I'm at 1,700-ish. And if I could get to 2,000 by May, which is when my birthday is, I think that'd be pretty cool. And there might be something in it. So, yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it very much. And I appreciate you being here and listening to me babble on. And I love you all. And you mean so much to me with the interaction in the comments from those of you that do. There's only maybe 5 or 6 or 10 comments on each video. But you know what? I know I don't resonate with everybody. I just hope that I have something to give. And this is the year that I am hoping to inspire. I'm hoping to be more productive. I'm hoping to take care of my health. But mostly I want to give. So thank you, everybody. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you on the flip side. Happy crafting. Bye.